Welcome to a new episode of the Raw and Messy Sessions. Hi, I'm Marieke Blokland from Studio Bloknote and welcome to the Raw and Messy Sessions. Just hit play, grab your art journal and make a mess with me. Whether you're creating, organizing your art supplies, or just sitting in the chaos, you are not alone. This is where messy minds meet. Let's get started.
In this video, I got a bit carried away with my talking. I hope you don't mind. I got a little political, just so you are warned. But everything I did in this video, everything I made, and everything that I was talking about really came from the heart. And I hope you will feel that. Anyway, enjoy watching it, and I hope that you get a really messy desk after this video. This video is not for necessarily inspiring you or to show you a technique or teach you anything. The idea behind the raw and messy sessions is that you can put on the camera and join me in doing something. And that can be something creative. Maybe you want to start working in your art journal too, or you can start cleaning your desk or start writing something. The thing is that I see that there are a lot of people being distracted by social media, by Netflix, by lots of unimportant things, and these days it seems to be hard to not be distracted. And even though I love the internet, I love social media, I love Instagram, I love YouTube, I also find it hard to not be distracted. So if you see this video, this is your call to stop swiping, and you can leave this video on if you want. You can even put me away. Just shut my mouth and shut down your phone and put on some nice music and start making something. But not all of us find it easy to simply start. And that is what this video is for, as what they call body doubling. Just the fact that I am here creating stuff makes it easier for you to start making something as well. And last week I posted my first raw and messy sessions video, and I got so many nice comments on that one. Some of you replied, "Oh, I needed that more than I knew," and it came at the exact right time. And that's making it fun for me to continue these raw and messy sessions, as I figured that that could be helpful indeed. I am going to work on this page in this art journal. This art journal is almost full. There are a couple of pages left where it's really sticky here. I have to do something about the stickiness of the pages in the back. I used some kind of oil pastels with acrylics, and for some reason these got stickier than the other pages in my journal. Sticky pages are just something that all of us art journalists have, so not much we can do about it, because acrylics just tend to be sticky. But it shouldn't ruin your pages. But I will make a specific video one day about the topic of sticky pages and how to avoid it. For now, I just wanted to say that I'm going to work on this spread, as the rest of this journal is pretty full and I'm about to make a flip through video of this book, which I really like. Last week I've been filming a lot of videos for my YouTube channel, as I really have this feeling that I'm back. I'm back at YouTube. What I want to do, that is my plan for the next 12 weeks. I want to post a raw and messy sessions video each week. I hope that I can manage to do that for at least 12 weeks. And I also want to post a weekly video with a specific technique or idea or something short that I'm working on. And those videos will be more aimed to be fun to watch, to be more informative, and I want to keep them under 10 minutes, preferably even shorter. I've created 2 now and they were both 3.5 minutes, and I put a lot of effort in those videos as well, because they take me maybe even more time to create than this video, as when I make those short videos there's often a lot of filming time, a lot of editing. Well, it just takes me a lot of time. While this videos like this, I just put on the camera and start rambling on and on. And that's also exactly the purpose of this video, by the way, because I call this Radio Marieke to my boyfriend. Because I tend to ramble when I am enjoying myself. I do that too when you would meet me in a pub. If I'm relaxed and if I am amusing myself and feeling at ease, I tend to ramble on and on. Yeah, that's something I do. If I'm silent, it doesn't mean, by the way, that I'm not enjoying myself. It means that I'm tired, or that it's just fun to be there and watch and listen. That could also happen, but sometimes I put on Radio Marieke and I ramble on and on. And that's exactly what's happening now. Though I will never be a radio maker. I say too much and I don't have a radio voice. But yeah. Anyway, this raw and messy sessions video, I am going to work a bit with my chalky paints. I've filmed a video about how I create them and how to put them in these bottles as a special request by one of you. And so yeah, you can watch that later if you want. I love these chalky paints because there are a mixture of paint and gesso is a great primer. And the thing about a primer is that your pencils and crayons hold very well. And yeah, that's when you like mixed media techniques like I do, that's important, because then the color of the colored pencils or crayons really pop from your page. I recently just made these clay color. It reminds me actually a bit of those facial clay mask things. It looks almost like a natural clay. I wouldn't put this on your face though, because it's just gesso with acrylic paint. But it looks like it. So, I have the feeling that I actually was saying something else. Oh yes, I was saying that I made videos for YouTube and that I filmed a couple already, but I filmed 2 flip-through videos last week, and when I finish this journal I can even make a 3rd flip-through video. I'm not going to post all of them at once. I want to spread it out a little, but it is how much work I made these past couple of years. I created so many journal pages, and it's a bit weird at the moment because let me dry this. It's a bit weird at the moment because I am rebuilding my business Studio Bloknote, and there's a lot to tell about that actually. I don't know if it at all is going to work. The thing that I have in mind building is a sort of expressive empire, an expressive online empire. I just really want to inspire the world to be more honest in their creativity, less cookie cutter, less commercial, but more your own personal expression. And that of course comes in a lot of ways. It's not that my way is the only way to be raw and expressive. If that was the case, then it would still become a cookie cutter way of being expressive. But the type of honesty is something that I really think is more needed in this world. And I think this has something to do with the fact that I had a burnout and depression a couple of years ago, as I really started to sort of see things differently. I started to really feel caught. Sorry, sometimes my English is so horrible. I want to say something and then my Dutch tongue just doesn't want to say the word. Got caught in the rat race. I wanted to say cut in the rat race, but I meant caught in the rat race. I felt caught, trapped. And yeah, maybe I'm an overthinker, that's possible, but I just really wanted to do things differently. I want to feel free. I want to be free in this world, and it's actually something that the older I get, the more I find that important, and the more I also see in the world that there is still so much to fight for, to worry about. It's funny because as I'm more and more opening up about those things, the more people I meet that have similar ideas. And this is really messy, by the way. I don't like this at all. It seems like there are too much layers here conflicting with each other. Maybe I'm going to just stick some random collage elements it looks like they were on my desk on purpose, but they were just there from a previous art journal session that I had last week. They're really nice though, because these are, I used them more often a couple of years ago. And I just started to use them again recently. They're actually cupcake cupcake wraps that I bought at the Dutch Hema store. And they're really nice to cut in a circle, because then you get these funny white and black striped circles. And I use them in my background sometimes. The center is also really nice to use, like that. And then this is a gel print texture that I made and cut in tiny circles. It's just black paint on a gel plate, but I guess the plate was a bit dirty, so it gave this fun texture, and yeah, I quite like that kind of textures. So I guess I'm gonna just stick something on this background so that it becomes a little more interesting. Anyway, I was complaining about the world. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself now. It's like, yeah, we can complain. It's not. I'm looking for my gel medium. It's somewhere. That is the wrong gel medium. That was the glossy, and I want the matte gel medium. And I don't know where it is. It's always at my desk, but not now. I wonder where it is. I have all these beautiful clay colors. The gel medium is, or it's not gel medium, it's acrylic medium. It is in the same bottle as all of these pretty clay colors. I can only find the paints that I made. And I have a lot of them. I'm going to press pause now. I'm gonna look for it. Sorry. Nope, couldn't find it, but I found this one. Usually I use this bottle to fill the little bottle that I have. So fortunately I did still have enough of the matte medium that I love to use, but I don't know where the small bottle is. I prefer using those small bottles because this is just so big, and those small ones give me a bit more control in the amount that I put on the page. I just put a little medium on the background with a flat brush, and then I go over it with a flat brush so that it sticks on the background. Usually I also use gel medium for that, which is thicker, and I apply the gel medium with a palette knife, and then you can make the collage elements on the background very easily and put it really flat. I love to do that like that. But it depends a bit on the size of the collage elements and how thick it is. Because these papers are so thin, I rather use a bit of the matte medium instead, because that way it continues to be really thin, and I can just yeah, it seems that it's more easy to use the matte medium when the elements are made of really thin paper, and I use the the gel medium when the elements are a bit thicker, because with thicker elements the matte medium doesn't work really well, I find. Anyway, I noticed that since I am posting more on the internet again, on Instagram and here on YouTube, that there are more people replying to me with a more political tone of voice, and I guess that that is very understandable, since these last couple of years so much is happening in the world. It seems like yeah, when it was 2019, we really had different things to worry about than in 2025. And yeah, I noticed that my American followers tend to be really worried, and every time when I say something about the situation in the world, there are always a few of you who reply with that, like, yeah, we are in the weirdest time and we're really angry and worried. And I'm here in Europe, so I don't have the same worries as people from the US have, obviously. But in a way, it is the same. I think we share a lot of those worries, and that for me really is something that made me realize the importance of art journaling as well, of self-expression and sharing ideas and expressing your anger, your worries through art. And I think that having a sort of community to turn to share things is maybe more important than a couple of years ago. And yeah, I don't want, if I say community, I don't want to start a Facebook group anymore. I really hate Facebook. I used to run a Facebook group when I had Bloknote Art School and Bloknote Academy, and back then it felt like a natural thing to do, something that a lot of online courses have. And as I'm rebuilding my online community and online school again, of course those type of questions also came to mind, as yeah, within all the self-expression that I do, I really also see what is happening and in the world, and why people that are watching my videos, I understand what you guys who are watching this like about the way that I work, the way that I talk, that I try to be as open and honest as I can. And I feel that we should encourage each other to be honest, and but in a sort of, I'm a bit of a hippie, I guess, in a very peaceful and loving way. I sometimes see myself as a sort of punk hippie. Yeah, yeah, I have radical ideas, and I still find it hard to talk about it online, as I also do not want to be political, which is really weird with the things that I just said. And that is because what I want is for people to learn that their art is a safe space to express what they need. And so I can understand everyone's worries and everyone's anger and everyone's frustrations from all sides. And of course I have my own ideas about what matters. And I don't really want to talk in depth about what I think. All of a sudden there's a green on this page because I had this piece of a magazine that had something with green in it. It's not really green, it's, I think it's a blurry photo of something outside. I don't know anymore what it is. I think it's from a I already know what it is. It is from the Rip It Up video I created. Remember? It's on my YouTube channel, Rip It Up. Look for that one. I made a collage piece. Apparently that was still on my desk. And I felt like using it. It's I think it matches the clay color that I mixed nicely. Anyway, slowly I'm rebuilding my online website where I want to make courses again, and I also am working towards selling my designs and art on objects. That's something that I would really love in the future. That's not something that I'm already doing, it's just something on my wish list for maybe someday. But for some reason I really enjoy being an angry, frustrated woman. Because I really feel that I am doing that the right way. I'm angry the right way, and that's weird to say. But I quite enjoy being angry at the moment as a woman. As I feel that the world needs more angry. Oh my god, I'm thinking of Sheldon right now. I don't know what that character is called, but there is this one character in The Big Bang Theory that's always saying the W instead of an R. Angry. I'm really angry right now. Anyway, I wanted to be serious. I really wanted to make a point here in this Radio Marieke episode of this second episode of the Raw and Messy Sessions. It's sometimes really hard to have ADHD because you start making a sentence and then you change subject within the sentence and then you don't know what you were talking about. Anyway, I think the world needs more angry women, and then angry in the right way. English is so hard sometimes. Yeah, I think there are some Dutch now who are thinking, but Marieke, why do you do all this in English? Well, I got that question a lot, especially because last year I announced to stop making content in English and I was starting in Dutch. But I just missed it so much. I have some really nice followers in the US and in Canada, in Italy, in Germany, and in the UK, and in Scandinavia as well. And if I forgot you and you're in another country than those, I love you too. But I missed the international community so much, because to me it makes the world so small, and I really like that idea that it's a small world. It makes it more friendly if I have the idea that I am connecting with people from all over the world. And yeah, my English is better than my Chinese and also better than my Spanish. So yeah, English is the best language in which I can have this YouTube channel in if I want to have a more international audience. So here I am. Anyway, back to the angry topic that I actually wanted to say. In my opinion, and I don't know, it's just a theory, it's not really my opinion, but I think I've thought of it. I think that a lot of angry men are just sad boys, and a lot of sad women are just angry girls. And if you don't identify as a woman or a man, there is still a child within you that's either sad or angry. That's really black and white, of course. It is not that black and white, but I think that a lot of boys get taught when they are young that's okay to be angry, and they sort of unlearn to show their sadness. And the other way around, a lot of girls get taught that it's okay to cry and be sad, but not to be angry. Many people find it difficult when a woman is angry, and also difficult when a man is sad. And I think that when a man is sad about the world, he tends to be angry, and other way around, that an angry woman tends to be sad when she's actually mad. And that should be more balanced, because it's totally okay for a man to be sad as well as angry, obviously, and for a woman to be angry and obviously also sad. And if there is space for all of those emotions, which are really, sorry, I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out for my utensil that's on the ground. And when you're old, you make a sound when you pick things up. I just learned that from my friend Iris. When you're over 40, you make a sound when you pick things up. my friend Iris just turned 40 last weekend, and I went to visit her in London, and we had a laugh about that. Anyway, I have to dry this page. I hope it doesn't make too much noise. But I believe that a journal is just such a good way to get all of those raw things on paper. And it's not because, yeah, this might be a bit of a heavy subject. This is what you get when you put on Radio Marieke, by the way. I can never just talk about the weather. I tend to, yeah, to just throw it at you. What's on top of my mind. And yeah, because I think in a way you can be happy that I didn't have a funeral this week or something, or else I would be talking about that, because that's the way I roll, I guess. I just talk whatever is on top of my mind. Just to warn you, if you put on any future episodes of the Raw and Messy Sessions, this is just how I am, really. Chaotic and oversharing, perhaps. But yeah, it's raw and honest. Anyways, I believe that if you have this book, which is called an art journal, and you can throw at the paper whatever is there, working with what is there in a metaphorical and a literal way, because this was also just there and I used that, but also the feelings that I'm having about the world, my worries, my frustrations, my thoughts. It is in each and every layer. And it's not always that it's literally there, because I'm not drawing Putin or Trump on the pages. Well, not have them in my journal, by the way. Go out of my journal. But you know that you can sometimes have that feeling in your stomach. It's just this nagging feeling of frustration, and sometimes you have to just breathe it out or sport it out. I'm not such a sporty type, but yeah. Everyone has their own way of dealing with that, and I think that art is just such a beautiful way to deal with stuff that's happening in the world, because you are actually creating something pretty out of it. It makes it visual, and not always in a way that it's understandable for others, but beautiful nevertheless. Because in this page you wouldn't maybe tell that there is frustration here. It's not that it's about the actual frustration, though you can, of course. I know some of you journalers are so good at using elements of the news, or really use that topic in your art, and I always really admire that. I'm not really like that. My pages and my art isn't really that political. It's not that it is about the situation in the world, but during an art journal session it can be on top of mind, and sometimes I just need all of this to let go of it, and in that way the negative emotions that I am having are turned into something positive, because yeah, it's like negative input in, and beautiful art is the output, and that makes me a strong person. And if there is anything we need, it's strong and emotional, stable people who are kind and loving and willing to talk about difficult things, and willing to make this world a better place. So yeah, I really believe that. Yeah, indeed, maybe I'm a hippie, but I'm proud of that. Yeah, so funny that this is starting to look sort of like a planetarium. Like there are planets floating around. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to keep this abstract now. Usually there are a lot of dolls on all of my pages. You know, those doodly figures that I add a lot. But I kind of like this, and I also like the greenish elements that start to be there next to the black and white. I think this needs a little bit more drying time now. By the way, I don't want to, because maybe you now think that I will ramble on and on about politics every raw and messy session, and that's really not the case. I guess I just want to stand for raw self-expression. And at the moment, as I am finally slowly building my online school again, I really hope to get live with a workshop somewhere in the next months. I don't know how long it will take me. Maybe 2, maybe 5, but somewhere in the next year. I will launch my courses, or at least 2 of them that I am working on. But yeah, naturally, because I got so burnt out and depressed a couple of years ago, I start to think for myself what it is that I want to add to this world. And there's already so much out there, and I got a bit tired of all these superficial, short, fun to watch reels. And it seems like if you get online and you want to be successful with your art, you will you have to follow the rules of how YouTube works, of how Instagram works. And I think you know by now that I do not like to follow rules. And that counts for my art. It certainly also counts for the world. And it's not that because I obey the law, it's a different kind of rule. But for me, the rules have to make sense. And there are a lot of unwritten rules out there, because obviously I respect human beings. I will never kill anyone. I will certainly obey those rules. No, I'm really, really kind and loving person. But rules to me have to make sense. It has to make sense. And there are a lot of unwritten rules these days that don't make sense to me anymore. And that I don't think are good for the world or for any human being. And that's also the rules of business or teaching online. I don't want to own or have a Facebook group. I don't want to pay for my marketing. I don't want to make funny reels just because then I would get more views. And slowly, as I'm coming back, I really try to be super pure in everything that I do. I want to do it my way, and I guess that is exactly what I want to inspire you with. That you can be brave, that you can do things your way, and that you don't have to that there are a lot of things that you don't have to do. And this way I hope that I can inspire people to be truly unique and authentic. And then not authentic in a way that you are screaming it. I read that because I went to London last week to visit my friend Iris, and I saw great expositions there. Exhibitions. I say exposition, but that's the Dutch word. Maybe you understood what I said, but I meant exhibition. I saw some great exhibitions there, and I don't know, I'm probably not saying it well, but one of the museum directors had that in a quote, that it seems that we live in a world where all the attention is going to those who scream the loudest, while we overlook the people that actually should be heard, because they often don't scream the loudest. And I guess I'm just sick and tired of all the people screaming for the attention, and I don't want to do that anymore. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I am creating 60-minute long videos. And I rather have that there are 50 of you saying, yeah, I hear you, than 50,000 people who see a reel that is funny and click away to the next. And yeah, I really want you to have the feeling that you are sitting here with me, and that you really feel that this is just me. I want to think that my dad, who is probably watching this or not watching this and then complaining that the video was too long, but that my dad thinks, yeah, she is exactly the way she is in the video. She is in real life. And that my boyfriend says, yeah, you are exactly in the video as you are in real life. And that my best friends say that too. And that it's just genuine. That's what I want. That's what I want, people. I guess I'm a bit tired of Radio Marieke right now. I hope that you liked this video, and I know it was raw. I got a bit carried away, I guess, but it's from the heart, and it's what I mean, and it's what I'm thinking, and yeah, back to that being angry part. With being angry, of course, I don't mean angry in a way to shout at people, but angry in a way that puts you into action, in the right action. For me, because I'm not a person who is going to help the older people in the hospital. I am an artist. I create. That's what I do. But I am really thinking what my contribution could be in this world, and how I can actually be of help. And this is it. This is how I want to help people express themselves. I'm also, because I'm creating my courses, but in the future I have this idea. I want to make this sort of free thing online, a sort of database for angry people, where they can use or download fonts and things to make protest signs. I have this idea for a couple of years now, to make good protest signs. That's really on my wish list. You know, those kind of ideas. I want to be a sort of art rebel, and start this online community for art rebels. And online community, I'm not saying like let's start another Facebook group, but just feel that you can be an art rebel and be who you are, and by being who you are already part of this community. You don't have to push any button or become a member. You can just be it with me. And yeah, that is my hope for the world, that we can contribute to the world with art. It feels like a bit of a manifest right now when I'm saying this, but it's really genuine. I talked enough. I hope it made sense. I pushed the button of the camera. I started making this. I really didn't know where it was going, and this is what came out. This page and this talking. I hope that your desk is either really messy by now or really clean by now, and that you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up. This time I was having tea, by the way. I didn't have a beer because it's 1:30 at the moment. A little too early for beer. And yeah, see you again next week, hopefully. Ciao, bye bye.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching the raw and messy sessions. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you again in a new video. Ciao.